What's up, boys? Gilm here with the Week 14 Kearney League update, the playoff update. Get excited. So remember that, of course, the top six teams make the playoffs. They're going for the cash. They're going for the money. But the remaining players still play. We all play for better draft picks later on. And, of course, you win and you get the better draft picks. So, obviously, you want to keep winning. So, keep paying attention to your team. You can make moves. You can pick up players, add drops, of course, according to transaction rules and charges and costs and all that stuff. But stay active. Stay in it. Of course, the top two teams get the buys. And that was Wacko for Flacco as our 1 and Damafino as the 2. Doug had the best record in the league, second place in points. Brendan 9-4, but is actually 6th place in scoring of all the teams that are left. So pretty major how lucky his schedule was and how he got in. Pretty amazing to get that 2 and huge to get that bye. So he is in the cash. So teams finishing 7 through 12. Now they're off this week. When we know who wins the matchups this week and loses, of course, that's when we'll have the playoff brackets decided for the draft picks for 1 through 4 and 5 through 8, and of course the cash bracket that goes 9 through 12. So let's get into the matchups this week for the two big games, big playoff games. We got the number 3 seed, Half Fast, versus the 6 seed, the GOAT. Gilm makes the dumbass move of the year. 3-4 weeks ago, I made a huge move, picked up Deebo Samuel, started Darius Geis, huge for me. I pull out a win, I score a lot, and then this week, I bench Aaron Rodgers for Sam Darnold. And in my defense, Sam Darnold had outscored Aaron Rodgers for like a fucking month straight. But I'm an idiot. It completely screwed up the standings. It completely screwed up the seedings. And that is why Brendan got the number 2 seed. So, everything went wrong for me. I lost by 5. I would have won my matchup. It would have changed who had the bye. It would have changed where I fell and who I play this week. So as it is, I play Half Fast, the top scoring team. Yahoo has the matchup very close, has the GOAT just somehow with a 3-point win. I'm sure that once he gets his lineup set, once everything's in there, it's going to completely change in his favor. Absolutely get that. Now, he does have the Saints playing the 49ers for Drew Brees and Michael Thomas. I have Kamara as well, but I just don't know how I can win this game. With him being the top scoring team, he is going to put up scoring in bunches. I have a feeling that Drew Brees will counter the 49ers, and he will hit Michael Thomas for probably 2 touchdowns. He'll probably have a huge day. So if somehow I would pull off a miracle, I would play Wacko for Flacco. If Rex wins, he, of course, plays Damafino as the 2 versus the 3. So the other matchup today, or this week, matchup is Mojo, the 4 seed, versus the 5 seed. Running on empty. Rusty, 3rd in scoring. Pat is 4th in scoring, so it's going to be an excellent matchup. Pat loses Dalvin Cook in a huge end-of-year injury, probably one of the biggest late-season injuries the last few years. And, of course, he is not even holding on to Alexander Madison, who is sitting on Wacko for Flacco's bench. So, Pat, what were you doing, Mr. Viking? You didn't manage your team very well. Will he even play? I don't know. It's just too early to tell, and rest assured, you won't get shit from Mike Zimmer because that guy's a dick and didn't announce Adam Thielen out until not Friday when injuries are due and not Saturday when you're a Monday night NFL team, but Sunday morning. Oh, no, not Sunday morning. He actually announced it midway through the first round of games on Sunday. You frickin' jerk. That's right. So, Pat does have some crazy good scoring players right now that are unbelievably hot. Lamar Jackson, Devontae Parker, and then he has Robbie Anderson going against the Dolphins. So that is huge for Pat, who has a big advantage as far as those players going for the season. Now, Rusty, of course, has Christian McCaffrey, our fantasy MVP, best player in fantasy, but, oh, sorry, David Lewis, by the way, for that. But Chris Godwin as well, probably the fantasy wide receiver MVP, most underrated player, biggest trade pickup in a long time. But the rest of his team kind of limping along. He's kind of got some injuries at running back. Marlon Mack, he's got a wide receiver for the Seahawks. Can't think of his name right now. Didn't catch pass this week. I think you know who it is. Lockett. So there you go. Yahoo does have this as a slight margin for Rusty, but a high-scoring affair. They have predicted them to score 13 or 15 more points than the other matchup. So big for whoever wins this game. They do play Wacko for Flacco unless somehow Gilm, me, would pull off the big upset. So there's your playoff update, boys. Good luck to those that are left, except if your name is Rex and your team is half-assed.